Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I would like to appreciate everyone for your support. So far, I created the channel about 2 weeks ago and we are nearly about having 100 subscribers, which will be a good milestone, and the views has been amazing. Thank you guys. In most developed world, credit scoring is a thing, and credit scoring is actually a kind of number that lenders use to judge individual to ascertain whether they are responsible or they are credible enough to actually get the loan they are looking for. So your credibility is equivalent to your credit score. So if you have a good credit score, then lenders will be happy to give you some loans. If you have a good credit score, you'll be able to purchase things on loan. If you have a good credit score, you'll be able to secure a good mortgage. And everything you are going to be doing in this country is actually based on this credit score. To as things as minute as getting some data subscription on your SIM card, they will do some credit check to see if you're actually credible for them to give you such thing. So everything, your life, your credit score is your lifeline. If you mess up with your credit score, you mess up your life in that country. So everything you'll be doing is based on that credit score. That is why it's important for everyone to know that having a good credit score is tantamount to having good life. And everyone should be conscious of their credit score. So when I first got into the UK, I used to hear about credit score, credit card, and I used to wonder, what are they really talking about? What is credit score? What is credit card? Are they the same thing? So this propelled me to do some research on what a credit score is and what a credit card is. So it is then I realized that there are two different things. Credit score is a kind of number that lenders use to judge you, to see whether you are responsible or you are credible enough so for them to be able to loan you. And credit card is another thing entirely. So, and in this video we'll be discussing about credit scoring. We won't be talking about credit card. So credit score is tantamount to your life in this developed world. If you have a good credit score, then be certain that you have a good life, because you can get literally anything you want. If you are applying for something that have interest, if you have a good credit score, then a person with good credit score will be someone that they will offer a lower interest to. The interest they will give you will be lower than interest they will give people with lesser credit score than you. So credit score is equivalent to your credibility in the country. So you have to take conscious action to make sure that you are maintaining a good credit score at all time, because should anything happen to your credit score, then something has happened to your life. Because to get a car on loan, your credit score will be checked. To get even house rent, your credit score will be checked. To get things as minute as getting some data subscription, your credit score will be checked. Not to even talk of getting mortgage. And everyone is aspiring to get a house at one point or the other in this country. So if you are somebody that is looking for a future of getting things like this, getting a house, get car and everything, then you must always ensure that you have good credit score. So I'll be sharing tips on how you can improve your credit score. Here are a few tips on how I achieved a perfect score. First, you need to register to vote. Registering to vote in this country is a way of saying that you are actually a responsible adult and you are credible enough to be on the electoral roll. And this does not take you any time to register. All you need to do is go to gov.uk, search for register to vote, and it will give you all the steps you need to follow. This doesn't take more than 5 minutes. After you register, you get some messages from the council, and then in about 3 months or so, they will put you on the electoral roll. So once you are on electoral roll, this is one of the things that have high impact on your credibility. So once you are on the electoral roll, be sure that these have a very high, a positive effect on your credit score. So this is one thing that everyone that is entering the UK, or anyone that is already in the UK and haven't done this, should actually do ASAP, because these have very high impact on your credit score. So first thing, make sure you register to vote. Once you register to vote and you are on the electoral roll, then this will affect your credit score in a positive way. The second thing is always ensure that you pay all your bills on time. Paying your bills on time shows that you are responsible, and this gives lenders the impression that this person, if we borrow this person some kind of money, this person will actually pay back. Because from his track record, we have seen that all his bills, house rent, maybe you have some loans, maybe you have anything, your utility bills, you always pay everything on time without missing out. So if you are doing this, this will have high impact on your credit score. And this is how you can actually ensure that all your bills are being paid on time. It's by setting direct debit or by setting a standing order. If you set a direct debit or you set a standing order, you don't even have to remember. All you have to ensure is, of course, that you have enough in your bank account. So once you have enough in your bank account, then you don't have to leave your hand for the money to be deducted. So the money will just be deducted at the right time. So having this, ensure that all your bills goes out on time without missing out on any deadline. So if you are doing this gives you a good rating. This have a positive impact on your credit score. Another thing is monitoring any financial link. So what do I mean by financial link? So in the UK, one of the ways people tend to save more money is by living in a shared accommodation. Take for instance, two friends get a 2-bedroom apartment instead of getting individual 1-bedroom apartments, and both of them, their names are on the tenancy agreement. On the council tax payments, their names are both on it, and most of their bills, they share the bills. So, or it can be husband and wife, whereby they are living together in the same house. Their names are involved together in everything the other person is doing. So this person is linked to you financially. If this person is having bad credit record, that person will be affecting your own credit record. So you have to monitor that financial link between whoever you share anything with. So ensuring that your partner or whoever you are living with, that you share some responsibility with, is actually credible, is your responsibility. So if that person have good credit score, you will have good credit score. If that person have bad credit score, you will also have bad credit score. So ensure that you always monitor your financial link. Even if it's possible, don't link to anyone, but of course people will get married. So making sure that your partner have good credit score is a good way to assist you in achieving a good credit score as well. So monitor that financial link. Another thing that can have high impact on your credit score is not changing address frequently. So don't be the kind of person that lives in one place for 3 months, lives in another place for another 3 months, lives in another place for another 3 months. This gives lender the impression that you might not be a responsible adult. So if you are fond of changing address frequently, it has poor and bad effects on your credit score. But if you are the kind of person that is consistent, if you are living in a place for a consistent time, you are using the same address for everything you are doing, this gives lenders bad impression that if anything happens, they know where you are going to be, they know where to look for you. Not like somebody that is a consistent address changer, lives in this place for some months, lives in another place for some months. So this gives a bad impression on to lenders about you. And another thing is keeping old bank account. The older your bank account gets, the more credible you becomes. So this having a bank account for a long time tends to have good impact on your credit score. Don't be the kind of person that is using Barclays today, and then the person heard that, oh, this so bank is giving some interest if you switch to them from Barclays, and then you close Barclays account down, you move to Lloyds tomorrow. So these things, that closing bank accounts all the time tends to have bad impact on your credit score, because it tells lenders that what if we give him the loan now and it closes us? So this tends to have a very bad impact on your credit score. So don't be a person that closes account all the time. Ensure that you keep all your account, including the old account, keep them, and this will have good impact on your credit score. So another thing that can have high impact on your credit score is actually getting a credit card. Now this is in two ways. This can make and mar you. If you get a credit card, if you are able to get a credit card, you utilize the credit card effectively, it will have high impact on your credit score. On the other way, if you get a credit card and you don't utilize it effectively, it will have bad impact on your credit score. How do you utilize your credit card effectively? So if you are able to get a credit card, the best way for you to spend on your credit card is not spending above 25% of your credit limits. Credit limit is the amount that banks give you. Some banks give first time people for like £400, some gives as much as £1,000, some give more. So that's your credit limit. Not spending more than 25% of this and paying it on time gives you a good, have high impact on your credit score. But if you should default, or you are fond of paying the minimum amount at the time you should pay, this tends to have bad impact on your credit score. So as you can see, this can make and mar you. So the best way to utilize this is don't overspend, spend less than 25%, and set a direct debit to take full payment when it's due. So once you set that direct debit to take full payment when it's due, then you have, this will have high impact on your credit score, and you are not going to accumulate any interest, because usually most credit cards tend to have very high interest rates. So if you miss any credit card payment, know that this will impact your credit score negatively, and this will drop your score. So, and you don't want this to happen. So people that amass lots of debt on credit card happens because they don't pay on time, or most pay like the minimum payment. So credit card can make and mar you. So use it wisely. If you use it wisely, then be ascertained that it will have good impact on your credit score. In a country like the UK, there are credit scoring agencies, and the most popular one is Experian and Credit Karma. So you can check your credit scoring with these agencies for free. So Experian uses the 999 scoring system, while Credit Karma uses the 710 credit scoring system. It doesn't matter. Both of them have the way they range it. If you are on 610 to like 630, maybe that's good on Credit Karma. If you are above 650, that's excellent. And same goes for Experian. If you are above 900 and 900, that's fall between the good range. If you are above like 965 or something, that falls between the excellent range. They have that range there that they grade it whether your credit score is fair, bad, good, or excellent. So all these tips that I've shared, if you follow them, I believe they are going to have positive impact on your credit score. And having good credit score is tantamount to having good life. Thank you so much for your time. If you find this video interesting, please share, like, and subscribe to the channel.